Hello Pisces, this is a reading for you for April 2017. As you can see, I've already shuffled and laid out the cards because I was doing the reading in Polish before. So I more or less know what's going on in this reading. At the bottom of the deck you have the beautiful card, 10 of Chalices, which is all about emotional fulfillment. For me, this card indicates that you know where you are and you know that you are in this place because you had all your experiences, easy and hard experiences, light and dark experiences. They all brought you to the place where you are, and this is the place of emotional abundance, safety, and happiness and joy. So this card is very much about integrity for me, emotional integrity, embracing everything, what happened, and being happy with it, enjoying your life. You start your reading with the beautiful energy of the Empress. You are the only sign to have the Empress in the reading. So, great blessing, because she's unconditional love, and she's embracing everything that lives, that grows, that becomes more and more perfect. And she's overlooking your reading in a way. And I feel, looking at all the cards, that she enhances and she enhances you, and she asks you to grow this month, even if the growth is painful. And I think it is painful because you have those two cards, Death and 10 of Swords. And death is always a process, so I'm not saying everything will happen in April. It probably won't. It probably began a couple of months ago and will probably last for a couple of months more. But you're experiencing a deep transformation from this caterpillar to this butterfly, and what comes in between is total disintegration of what was here to become what is here. So perhaps you don't even know that this process is going on, because usually death begins somewhere in subconscious, and only then it's surfacing. It can surface several times, but it's a process, ongoing process in your life. And as I said, it can be painful. This is 10 of Swords, which is often called ruin, betrayal, stabbing in the back, etc., etc. But here in this deck, it's a very peaceful card, indicating that whatever was to be done is done now, and it's finished. And perhaps there were some losses here, but now all these lying here, because it looks like a cemetery to me, an army cemetery, martial cemetery. All those lying here are at peace finally, and there are butterflies flying above them as their souls finally free and dancing in the sun. So it indicates the end of some process, the painful end, but the end, which means the pain is also ended here. And it's even strengthened in this card, which is also about pain and being at peace with pain. In this deck you can see fresh grave, and she's putting some flowers on it, but the sun is already shining, although it's only a stained glass. But it's already here, and it looks to me like this Empress is looking directly at this sun, not at the grave. at the sun, and she has this pink ribbon flying towards this person like a natal cord. So for me it's nurturing. She's nurturing this person, and she's asking and encouraging this person to be okay with this pain and to look up to the sun, which is also nurturing force. So have hope whatever you're coming through, because your goal is to progress, and this row is most about progress, of course, when I read it like that. But I can read it like that, why not? I don't have to read down, because I never assume that this reading has an end and a beginning. It's more like flowing energy, and I like to read cards in many directions. And here there's definitely something about your work, something you're working on. It doesn't have to be connected with your finances, although can be. And I see progress here because we have 8 of Pentacles, which is all about being a student and taking small steps in a long way to the summit of the mountain. We have the High Priest, which is a very wise energy, wisdom coming from up above to the ground, to those at the ground, wisdom coming from the old ages of development. So it's another blessing of wisdom here. And we have 3 of Pentacles, which is more like a master energy. I mean, here is a artisan, a student, and here's a teacher, and he's also a teacher. Here's a master in whatever he's doing. And this card is also called Works. Okay, so you have something to do, and you have lots of development here for me, because this card is also about self-development. So as I said, this can be work of any kind, also working on yourself, on your own development, from these early stages, little steps, to greater mastery in whatever you're doing here. And it seems that this Empress asks you to go this way, to follow this path, to trust, to be at peace with the pain, which is probably necessary to gain this higher level here. And what I also see here is this Page of Pentacles, which is very much about earthy delights, being very in touch with earth, sometimes even indulging very much in earthy delights. And I have this feeling that it's not enough here. I mean, this is a beautiful energy of being very grounded, recognizing the reality, even right apprehension of things, right evaluation of your situation. But it seems it's not enough here. It seems like these cards are telling you to go above it, go beyond being only grounded, being very rational. You need to be more like this Knight of Chalices, which has something to offer. Even knowing that the pain is the necessary part of this offering. It's like being more emotionally open and ready to some sacrifice, I feel, for something greater, something this page doesn't understand, but this knight does. He knows, look at him, he knows what's coming, and still he's offering this cup, because something bigger is here to be achieved, something bigger than this, than these grapes. There's something more here, something much more profound. Perhaps it's your spiritual development here, perhaps it's something about your work. Whatever it is, you're growing, and you're asked to grow this month, because what you have, and not everybody has it, is this emotional stability and fulfillment that will let you embrace whatever is happening with this Ten of Swords and this Four of Swords. You can have, even if you have this pain, you can also have your peace of mind, because you know that each experience is necessary for you to grow, and you feel you are on the right path, and the Empress approves it. That's it about your reading. So don't be afraid to grow and transform, because it's beautiful for you. I hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you for your time. You can also check your moon and your rising sign. If you don't know your moon and your rising sign, you can check it. There's a link in the description below the film. And I wish you a very beautiful, fruitful, fulfilling month of April. I wish you to be able to embrace the growth you are expected to have. And I hope I see you in May. Until then, bye-bye.